Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Wands Tarot. My name is Carmen, and today we have a reading about somebody who has come a long way through some difficult shenanigans and is now going to be seeing much, I don't know, much more abundant things, more recognition, more celebration, a sense of achievement. This Six of Wands really makes me feel like you had to let go of a lot of people, let go of a lot of dreams, maybe rewrite what the outcome should be that you were working towards. These skulls on the wands themselves, it's like you had to reinvent yourself or you had to be willing to do, um, some difficult growing in terms of getting to where you needed to be. But now things are going to be much easier for you. It's like when you're at the gym and you add that resistance, well, we're removing it for you. It's gonna be a lot easier. Hi there, Peggy. How are you doing? So let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. That's kind of weird. I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. What are you doing over there, Mr. Hambone? Let's dive right in. I think actually we need the Dragon Oracle, because this seems to be about what you've had to do in order to get here. And I don't know, I kind of feel like there might be some jealousy, there might be some difficult energies that you're dealing with because of who you are or what you're about to achieve. We have the rose pink dragon. Prepares your heart to connect with the higher facets of the cosmic heart. Open your heart to warm-hearted love and diamond light. Connect with the love of the universe. So it does seem to me like the universe is looking to show you some loving, just like Mr. Hambone does to me. Yes, you. Yes, you. You're so cute. Okay, I gotta read. I don't know, you guys. I might just have to start like a whole different channel with just Hambone. I hope so too, Peggy. All right, we've got, oh, I hope I say this correctly, Kuan Yin's Pink Dragon. You guys, the color pink is important for two of them to have pink. I don't know, maybe you really like Hello Kitty. Brings firm love that resets your karmic balance. Damn, you guys, this is like a serious love reading. Um, See all your cords dissolved by transcendent love. Enjoy your freedom. Look for the divine around you. Oh, and he's back. He's like, I wasn't done snuggling, Mama. All right, we're going to start with the Morgan Greer. Do you want me to scooch over? You can sit right next to me. Yeah, does that work for you? I'm going to supervise. He might know that I keep the dried salmon treats in this drawer. Hey there, are you begging for snacks? Yeah? Is that what you're doing? So we have the Strength card. This is your energy. You have been courageous, determined, focused, even though you've been dealing with some false situations, false people, difficulty getting things going, maybe even some stress with regards to your job. And you've been able to just manage it, right? You've dealt with it. Are you making sure everything smells like Hambone? This is Hambone's table. Come on now. Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, Judgment, and the Moon. So those in your life that had demonstrated disloyalty, dishonesty, or some sort of, perhaps even just like that envy that I was feeling earlier, where people maybe didn't really like that you were doing well, so they wanted to make things less stable for you or make things less successful for you. Maybe even like disparage what you had accomplished so that they didn't have to, congratulate you on it or recognize it. Hello there, Karen. Hey now, what are we doing here? You called time out on these people. You were like, you know what? This isn't my thing. If you have hidden motives, if you're wearing a mask, if you are jealous and trying to hide it, I'm going to suss that out. I'm going to figure out your true intentions and make my decisions accordingly, right? I don't know if I can say hello to you. Your name is hilarious, but I will say hello. Hello, Cooter. Hey, he is so affectionate this morning. Oh, I like that. That devil card went right into the reverse. So we have the Five of Pentacles and the devil in the reverse. It's almost like this is that energy of returning to kind of like a childlike awe or happiness. So because I had visited Tennessee so often as a child, it was kind of easy for me to tap into that childlike awe when I drove certain roads into Tennessee that I had remembered from my childhood. I mean, I'd been here as an adult as well, but if there are places or maybe even people, things that make you kind of go back to that energy, there's something here that's going to happen to make that a reality for you. You're going to be, I think, kind of surprised, but also touched that something is going the way that you want it to. Eight of Pentacles and the reverse, King of Cups. Wow. What a turnaround. We have a King of Cups here. This is one of those failure to launch or false start, didn't go where you thought it was going to go, things in your life. And it looks to me like we have somebody who has basically done a 180. They have changed their mind in terms of what they're willing to do concerning how they feel for you. This is somebody who did not want to put in the work, did not want to perhaps even be fully honest with you about how they felt or what they wanted. And now it's like they're having a conversation with themselves like, what do you really want? You want love. So why are you walking away from it? Why are you hiding from it? Why aren't you taking action towards it? It's like this person had plans or has plans, but they've still like sat there waiting for something, waiting for an opportunity to happen. Almost like this is like somebody who doesn't want to make that first move, somebody who doesn't want to maybe call, somebody who doesn't want to send that first text message, or this is somebody who's like, no, I'm sure there's some reason I'll run into you, or I'm sure at some point you'll say something to a friend of mine. I totally have ham bone hair all over my face. Sorry, guys. They don't realize that's not how it's going to go. If they want something here, they have to actually like make the effort, because they can't expect you to do all of the heavy lifting, right? Now, for some of you, it feels to me like what this person needed to do was get rid of the energies in their life that were causing them to be stagnant or causing them to live a life of somebody else's design, right? Not the way they wanted to, but what somebody else wanted. They're learning from you because you've already set the example. If these people aren't serving your best interest, then you walk away from them. So this could be a twin flame situation. Wow, another King of Cups. Four of Swords in the reverse. This King of Cups is coming out of an energy of it's like somebody was distracting them the entire time, not wanting them to have a moment of peace to think about what they really wanted. I don't know how many of you out there have ever been like a babysitter or a nanny, shit, maybe, just being a parent itself. But when I used to babysit, I remember being really good at finding something to distract a kid with. So, like if they fell, scratched their knee, hey, look at this really cool ice cream I just pulled out of the freezer for you. Like little things like that that kind of get their minds off of it. Hi there, Audrey. How are you doing? And this is like kind of a manipulative version of that. Like, I know you're sad. I know you miss somebody. I know you want to do something different, but hey, here's this cash. Here's a beer. Here's drugs. Here's a meaningless hookup. There's something here about like a group of people, a friend, or for very few of you, maybe even a family member that's like encouraging this King of Cups to stay in an unhealed situation or stay in a low vibration because it suits them. That's this Magician in the reverse, right? Interesting too, because this is right underneath the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, which is where we knew, hey, stop it. Stop it. He likes to chew on plastic. Stop it. It's like they knew that you had already walked away from people in your life that were similar, doing similar things to you, right? Like you don't need to change. You don't need to do that. You don't need to walk away. But you'd already been through this. This Four of Wands in the reverse is like I saw somebody else rebuild after their foundation fell apart or after, a storm cleared them out. I know I can do the same thing, but this person's trying to distract me. So it really does feel to me like the Divine Masculine is taking notes or learning from the Divine Feminine in terms of how to approach difficult relationships in your life that are no longer serving you, that are really just trying to kind of like make you live in their world, right? But we have a King of Cups turning into a King of Swords now. King of Swords is nobody's fool. King of Swords knows what's going on. They're very like they observe the truth, right? They're not going to necessarily tell you what they're thinking until they've figured out how they view the situation. But when they do tell you, they're very articulate. They're good with their words. Three of Cups in the reverse. This is somebody realizing somebody that I've been hanging out with is no longer good for me. It's interesting because this King of Swords is clarifying a Three of Cups, and then it came out with the Three of Cups in the reverse. So it's like, I know we've been buddies for a long time. I know we've been, doing things forever, enjoying. I can't do it anymore. That's not what I want to do anymore. That's not my life anymore. ¿Y por qué? Por amor. Because somebody's in love. Open your heart and receive love from others. Balance, attraction, partnership, harmony, mirth. Mirth. It's so fun to say. Try it. Mirth. Sorry. Equality, balance, connection. When you have a very strong connection that enters your life, it really does highlight for you the shortcomings of the social relationships that you've been subsisting on until now, right? When you really find somebody who's a good friend to you, it lays bare what the other friends have been kind of failing at, right? Not that we have to compare everyone to other people, right? I'm glad to hear it, Audrey. Yes, manipulative friend. Seems a little familiar, doesn't it? Yes, exactly. Queen of Swords in the reverse. The Chariot. Strength. This is interesting. I almost never see the Queen of Swords in the reverse in a positive light. But what I'm seeing is you got to rip the Band-Aid off. Whoever this King of Cups is that is turning into this King of Swords, realizing he needs to walk away from a social group or a couple of friends. This is the universe saying, yo, this is a Band-Aid. You need to rip it off. You might need to be a little bit bitchy. You might have to be a little bit blunt with these people. If they're thinking they can just misunderstand you or they can convince you, they can ply you with alcohol, whatever it is, you need to look them in their face and say, it's over. It's done. I'm not doing this anymore. I'm moving away. I'm moving on. I've got better things to do with my time. My priority is this Strength card individual. That's the divine feminine that has helped this King of Cups see what they really want from their life. The King of Cups has maybe been a little bit too compliant, a little bit too people pleasing. It's time for this person to stand up and say, that's not what I want anymore. That's not my life. I do know what I want, and I'm going to take action towards it. The Chariot is the fastest moving energy in the entire tarot deck. So this is like, I'm not messing around. You better get out of my way. I will knock you over. And I love that these are consecutive cards. We have number 7 and number 8. Number 78 could be important for you. Also number 66, because the first 2 cards for us were the 6 of Wands, 6 of Swords. Some of you may dream of like taking a drive on Highway 66. That was something that came to me when I was typing in the title. The important thing here is that we have a King of Cups that is realizing they need to stand up for themselves, and they're willing to do so. Excuse me. Ten of Swords. It has ended and finished, for better or worse. Didn't I just say that? Yeah, sorry. This isn't working for me anymore. I'm not going to continue to put my time and energy into this because it isn't for me anymore. And if you don't like it, that's fine. You're entitled to your own opinion. But your opinion isn't justification enough for me to change my life. I'm not going to live my life the way you want me to, just because you want me to. That's what your life is for. You can make your decisions. Let me make mine. 7 of Cups, 6 of Cups in the reverse. Daydreams, illusions, choices, loss of control, escapism. Like I was saying before, there was some element here of kind of leaving the rest of the world behind, doing things your own way, maybe even like a sense here that you were in a crew or in a really close-knit group of people. For some of you, this could be like you were in a band together, you started your own company together. There is something here that was very core to somebody's life. Like everything stemmed from this group. It's like the show Friends, right? Like they did everything together, right? But there's somebody who's outgrown this, somebody who feels like kind of like they're at the Mad Hatter's table, right? Like they're Alice in Wonderland. They know there's another world out there. They know there's something they should be doing. They know they can't continue to eat and drink at this table, right? Or that they can't to begin with. Like if I sit down and have a beer with you, you're going to just try to convince me that for the sake of the good old times, I should be doing this or I should be doing that. But the truth is, I can't continue to live because I'm being pulled in a different direction. I know that my life pivots here and there's a different chapter something very different for me that maybe you don't necessarily understand or want to understand, and that's fine. That's fine. You don't have to. Hi, Ambit. How are you doing? Yeah, you know, the King of Swords isn't always amazing, Miss Peggy, but like other times, I feel like the King of Swords really is there to help us speak the truth, right? Another Ten of Swords. This is the Rider-Waite. And the Four of Cups in the reverse. The Four of Cups in the reverse in this instance is for me coming across as like a very resounding no. I told you no. I'm done. I don't want any more of that. You need to stop bothering me. You need to stop pestering me. I'm not going to change my mind just because it's convenient for you or just because you've known me forever, right? I hope you are too. Hello, Miss Joanna. How are you? All right, so Ten of Pentacles in the reverse, the Emperor. You have ruined somebody's day, King of Cups. Somebody had big plans and you were a pretty critical part of those plans. So this looks to me like somebody throwing a temper tantrum. Like, you've been in my good graces for 30 years or 20 years or 10 years, whatever it is. And, you know, we've been like brothers, we've been like sisters, we've been best friends, whatever it is, partners. But now because you're ending this show or you're ending this adventure, I'm going to throw a major temper tantrum. This Emperor in the reverse is like, I'm going to make your life really uncomfortable because you are losing me money, because you are making what I want to have happen impossible. So this is a decision that impacts other people, right? Choosing to move away, choosing to quit, choosing to start something different in a different town, you know, like sometimes you got to have an ending. Nine of Pentacles in the reverse and the Moon. We already had the Moon come out at the beginning of the reading, right next to Judgment, which is about decisions, right? So somebody feels like it's going to be rather difficult to communicate that they're no longer going to be a part of the group. They're no longer going to be a part of the crew. They're no longer going to be a partner in this business. They're branching off on their own. Kind of like what I perceive the conversation would have been like when Beyonce said, I'm going to do my own thing, you know? Probably not the best day for the other members of the group, right? Two of Wands in the reverse. We have somebody in this situation, this Three of Cups situation, that wants to make the King of Cups feel like this alternate path is not reality, is not actually something they should be pursuing. So we might have some lies, we might have some manipulations, we have some twisting of words. This is desperation. I don't want to lose what I have just because you've decided to choose a better life. This King of Wands really did feel like they would be able to control the King of Cups for a while to go, you know, like they may have been kind of calling the shots for so long that they didn't really know that anybody had the cojones to make their own decisions anymore. This is somebody who's very used to being the leader, very used to making decisions for everyone. We're staying here, we're going there, we're doing this, we're saying that. Death in the reverse. They're doing whatever they can to make it difficult for this King of Cups to leave or to start off on this new venture. They can't stop it. What this Emperor in the reverse or King of Wands doesn't understand is that this is the right time for this to happen, and you can't really go up against the universe and win now, can you? Show me one person who's done it. I dare you. So part of the difficulty here is for the Emperor in the reverse or the King of Wands to realize they don't have control over this person anymore. And that's part of what fuels whatever arguments happen or whatever is said, right? Like there could be a pretty major falling out between two friends or a pretty major ending here between two friends because somebody is no longer willing to be controlled by the other. Rightfully so, right? It's your life. You got to live it the way you want to. I don't know why, but I just heard it's some stupid like lawyer ad. It's my money and I want it now. So there could be some negotiations that are a little bit dishonest happening regarding money because this person is still hoping to cause some sort of strife or difficulty here. We've got the tree coming through from Signs of the Times, and I feel like this is to say for someone, well, you know what, for many of these King of Cups energies, this has been a family. This has been how they've gotten through difficult times. So there's a sense of guilt here, even though they know they are perfectly within their rights to view an opportunity as something they should pursue, to view a change in their life as something that they're willing to pursue, right? All right, let's get a few from, this is the Gypsy Oracle. Hello, Miss Tiana. Welcome back. We have Scholar. This is that King of Swords. Somebody is much smarter than people give them credit for. They may be a little bit quieter. This Scholar energy or this King of Swords energy. This is not somebody who is boastful. They're not like, look how smart I am. Aren't you jealous? I'm so smart. I'm smarter than all of you, right? This is an underestimated individual who doesn't, wave a giant flag and say, I'm smarter than you, but they probably are smarter than you. So I feel like in a sense here, this person is outsmarting the King of Wands or the Emperor in the reverse. And that's tough for this person's ego. They're not used to being the person that people say no to. Hesitate to say this. I'm just going to say it. So, and I may have also shared this before, but so you know how like sometimes people talk about having like a hall pass, like if you ever have a chance to have sex with Brad Pitt, you're going to be like so about it. And if you're in a relationship, your couple person should just be like okay with that. Setting that whole can of worms aside, the concept of somebody like Brad Pitt being the person you want to like step out of your relationship for, like super foreign concept to me because call me weird. Please do. I'm totally okay with it. I would get off a little bit more knowing that I turned down Brad Pitt. Like, I don't want to go around telling a story about how I had sex with Brad Pitt. Like, I'm sure people do. But like telling people that Brad Pitt hit on me and I was like, nah, nah, not for me. Not for me. That's a story, okay? That's power. That's good. Somebody here doesn't understand why the King of Cups can say no to all of that superficial, easy to get, can't say no kind of energy. They like the frivolity, whoever this King of Wands is, right? Like it's low hanging fruit, but it's still fruit. Is it? Is it? I don't think so. Like if everyone can have that low hanging fruit, they don't even have to be taller than 5'4", which is a perfectly reasonable height. Like anyone can get it, then is it really that special? No. If everyone says yes to Brad Pitt, then would I be the one that he remembers? Because I said, hell no. Like there's somebody here who's willing to say, that's not for me. That's not my style. That's like, I have finer tastes in life than Brad Pitt. Sorry, Brad Pitt. Feel free to come through. I'm just kidding. I would really actually just love it if he and Jennifer Aniston got back together. I don't know why. I think that would be adorable. Okay, that's just my opinion. All right, so this is a love reading. I think we need a little bit of romance angels, don't we? Ah, yes, I love it, Tian. All right, we've got keep an open mind, wedding, moving real fast, aren't you? Damn. Well, I mean, this is serious love. This is the kind of love that like slaps you across the face and you're like, what? What was that? Religious factors. So that makes sense. We have somebody who this could be a little bit like midlife crisis-y, but I would prefer to call this more so like dark night of the soul, re-examination of oneself, right? With the religious factors, I feel like we have somebody here who understands now what actually is sweet in life, not just that low-hanging fruit, right? Somebody has reassessed how they want to live their life, and there's a different way that they would like to approach it than how they've been approaching it recently, right? Oh, Winona and Johnny back together? Yes, I upvote that. So we've got a little heads up here that your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations, but this is serious love. This is significant, okay? If we have the wedding card coming out, this indicates to me that it may move quickly after having moved slowly. All right, you guys, I think I'm gonna leave it there. Thank you for joining me. I love you all, and I will see you on the next reading.